Hello junkies and welcome back. Horror Junkies 509, Kyle the 13th, sitting here with you guys again. And I want to welcome you guys to another update video, you guys, for my Blu-rays and DVDs. I know I talked to you guys about this before, but I have a lot new subscribers now, so I'll kind of explain what's going on. I haven't done an update since June, and because, you know, I'm trying to save up some money, trying to get my basement done. So I have not done an update since June because I'm getting movies a lot slower now because I'm trying to not spend as much money. I was going to plan on doing it like every other month, so I definitely let this one go on a little too long. I got quite a bit of movies here, you guys, so this might be a little bit long of a video. So I'm hoping you guys will sit with me and enjoy and see what I got. So without further ado, you guys, this is what I got the last couple months that I haven't done this one. So I had to wait until after October because I always get quite a bit in October. So like always, you guys, this is probably, I'm saying like always, but this is probably my second time doing it. First I'm going to show you everything that's not horror that I bought. Just, you know, you guys can check out everything I buy now. So as far as everything that's not horror, I got all Blu-rays this time, which is very rare because I'm not crazy about buying Blu-rays. So first up is I went ahead and got the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I'm a pretty big Harry Potter fan. Just get that out there, you know. So there's that one. I quite enjoyed that movie. Next one, I went and got the Fate of the Furious. I'm pretty into these Fast and Furious movies. I know they're pretty ridiculous, and that's probably why I enjoy them. I'm seriously sitting here waiting for them to be in space because I feel like that's going to happen if they keep going. So yes, Fast and Furious in space is happening. I guarantee it almost. Next one is Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and I just had to have this one. I really love the two movies they've released so far. The first one was hilarious, and damn it, Drax, and this one was just a crack up the entire time. Alright, next up is Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. This is actually one of the better Pirates of the Caribbean movies, I personally think. I mean, after that number 4, that's easy to say, but Angelina's a real big fan of the pirate movie, so I always make sure I got these in my collection. Alright guys, and the last thing that's not horror, just last but not least, I went and got Rogue One, a Star Wars story. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I really did enjoy this movie. You know, I was like, right when I was sitting there in the theater, I was like, man, I've finally done it. I watched an entire Star Wars movie without a lightsaber, and then the end happened. So, there's might be a little spoiler in there, I guess. So moving on to the horror, you guys, the things we actually click on this video for, the horror movies. And like I said, you guys, I kind of went a little crazy, but, you know, it was a good time, and I don't feel bad about it. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and with the DVDs, like always, you guys. I'm more of a DVD collector than I am a Blu-ray collector, but, you know, you got to do Blu-ray when it's Blu-ray. Alright, so first is going to be a Mario Bava movie. It's got Blood and Black Lace. I've been meaning to get this movie for a long time, so I'm finally glad I get to add it to my collection. I've watched it, I enjoyed it, but I didn't get to see all of it, so I'm going to have to sit down and rewatch this entire movie, so looking forward to that. Mario Bava, he did the Twitch of the Death Nerve or Bay of Blood, so I love that movie, so I'm probably going to, without a doubt, love that one too. The next one, I had these movies a long time ago, these next two I'm going to show you, and I don't remember liking them, and I must have gotten rid of them because they definitely weren't in my collection anymore. By all means, these are not great movies, and, you know, I just enjoy watching them, like, you know, I rebought them, and I watched them again, you know, still not great, but I don't know what it is, just, I love watching them, so, that is, Bloody Murder, so yeah, if you're looking for a good slasher movie, don't watch this one. If you're just, you know, just wanting to sit down and watch a movie for just some unknown reason, and you don't know what to watch, and you just want to watch something terrible, this is something. I mean, they're not absolutely awful, but, you know, I'm definitely not going to sit here and try and tell you they're great. They're the biggest, like, pretty much knockoffs of Friday the 13th I've ever seen, but, you know, it's cool. And then, of course, Bloody Murder 2. Yeah, I went ahead and got them both because, you know, just, if there's both of them, you got to have both of them. And, yeah, these things were a little hard to find. I mean, especially separately, because, you know, I got to have them separately. But they have a lot of, you know, those 4-packs of movies with the one disc. They had a lot of those. So, next up, I went ahead and got the Chucky collection because I had a big box set of all the Chuckies that was just like everything in one little pack, and I don't really like those. I like to have everything separately, like I just said. So the pack came with Child's Play 2, and I had to do this because, you know, the new Chucky movie was coming out. Then we got Child's Play 3. and of course, The Bride of Chucky. And so the only one I still need to get by itself is Deceit of Chucky. Yeah, I'm dragging my feet about it a little bit because I'm just like, do I really need it in my collection? But I'm a completist, so the answer is yes. Poor me. Alright guys, and now this next movie, I have watched this one all the way through. I've actually watched it twice. Highly recommended. If you're a real horror fan, if you can handle the sick and twisted, I definitely recommend this. Loved this movie. And that's Circus of the Dead. Definitely loving this movie, you guys. Really hoping to do a review on this channel at some point, but I gotta finish the Alphabet series first, so. But Circus of the Dead, highly recommended. But if you can't handle sick and twisted, don't watch it. Because I don't want you to come back to me and saying, hey, you didn't warn me. I totally warned you. I warned you, bro. And here's the next one is exactly the reason I bought that box set. And that's the Cult of Chucky. It's a brand new Chucky movie that just recently came out, you guys. I really liked this one. I mean, you know, it wasn't anything like super duper special, but I mean, it was different. So, you know, it was different without being the Seed of Chucky. So, that was nice. I was okay with it. It's not perfect. It's got its flaws. But it's an enjoyable Chucky movie overall. Oh dear, this is one of the more recent flops of my life. This is a movie about a pizza delivery boy being a slasher, and I was thinking, like, you know, with that going on, how can this be a bad movie? The movie is called Delivery, and yeah, this movie is basically absolutely terrible. I'm gonna need to at least watch it one more time just to reassure myself that it is as bad as I thought. Yeah, but I didn't like this one. I'd much rather watch Todd All Things Horror short film. I think it's called Pizza Man. If you guys haven't checked that out, he has a short film called Pizza Man, and it's awesome. So definitely check that out. Your short story, Todd, was way better than this. Your short film, Todd, was way better than that movie. I'll tell you that much. The next one is I went kind of crazy on Blue Underground this month, and because they had a sale, and so I got quite a few Blue Undergrounds. So this one I've been wanting to get for a long time. This was a great movie. Don't Torture a Duckling. Yes, I was really happy with this movie. I did not have any clue what it was about, but it definitely was a surprise and very enjoyable. Me and Angelina both enjoyed this one. Up next, another Blue Underground. Like I said, I went kind of crazy. This one is called God Told Me To. Definitely an interesting movie. Gonna have to be a rewatch. I did fall asleep during it, but I don't feel like it was the movie's fault. It was because I'm a graveyarder, and it's just what I do. So, yeah, God Told Me To. So what I saw was pretty interesting. I saw the end, so the people that have seen this movie, yeah, it's a little weird. This is more of a recent one that I just recently got in the mail. These were like I have a lot of last minute buys, but I definitely want to get this one. This one is called Gutter Balls. I've been hearing some things about this movie from YouTuber Mood616, and he's talked about it quite a bit. I believe it's a Canadian horror film, and I'm definitely down to check it out. So, Gutter Balls. I'll have to definitely do a review on that one. Okay, now this next one, you guys, I didn't see this one coming. Like, the title and the whole, like, setup, I felt like, I had a feeling I knew what was going on, and then it just blew me away. I was insane. Thank you, Johnny Tellez from Johnny Tellez, the Hyper Geek on YouTube. He's the one who talked about this movie, and it got back to me somehow, and so I went out and bought it. It was a little expensive. It's a little rare, so you guys are going to spend a little bit of money on it, so just be ready for that, and that's Inside. You know, I think this title, and, you know, what I think I completely understood what was going on, but nope, I was completely wrong, and this is one of the more gory movies I've seen this year. This isn't a new movie, but damn, there was blood all over the place. They emptied out all the blood they had making this movie. And this next movie I kind of heard on. Recently I've been listening to the podcast Three Guys That Horror. I've been catching up on all their episodes, and they are great. If you guys have not checked them out, go on SoundCloud and definitely check them out. They have some great topics on this one. But I recently asked a question on one of their episodes on if they could pick any standalone slasher to make a sequel to, which one would it be? And I gotta say, I chose The Burning, and they all kind of agreed with me on The Burning. But Todd, from Todd All Things Horror, also mentioned a movie called Miners Massacre. So I just went ahead and had to buy it because I had to at least give it a check out. He said it was a silly, fun slasher, so, you know, that's good enough for me. So, Todd, I definitely checked this out on your recommendation. I'm looking forward to it. I just got it in the other day, but gonna keep on checking out your guys' your guys' podcasts. I love catching up. I think I just listened to the one with the Vanilla Gorilla Beast, and that one was quite colorful. I enjoyed it very much, though. Next one, I bought this one as well because it was one of their movies that they did on their podcast, Three Guys That Horror. They talked about this one, and it's the Night of the Demons. I have not checked this out yet, but I already know I'm going to buy the other two. Actually, I just bought the third one today, I believe. Thank God for PayPal. It's such a wonderful invention. So I still have to buy the second one. I haven't watched this one yet, so hopefully I'll buy the second one here soon so I can watch it, and then I'll watch the third one. So the third one might be sitting around for a while before I watch it, but like I said, Night of the Demons, looking forward to it. I heard a lot of good things about it this Halloween season. Next up was an upgrade for me because I have a bootleg version of this, and they finally released a legit version from Synapse Films, and they always do a really great job, so I had to get Popcorn on DVD. I know they came out with a Blu-ray version too, but I don't know what it is about DVD. I just love it. So it is what it is. So Popcorn. And speaking of upgrading to bootleg, I got myself another bootleg, or it's a VHS to DVD copy. I don't know how else to say it, but this is a slasher movie that got a lot of hate. Not a lot of people said anything good about it, but I actually really enjoyed it. It's called The Prey. This is definitely a different type of slasher, but for the most part, it's exactly just like any other slasher. The ending's a little bit weird, and I think that kind of disturbed people to not liking it, but it didn't bother me or ruin the movie for me. But overall, I highly enjoyed The Prey. So, something to check out if you are a slasher hound like myself. Next up is another movie I haven't seen. It is one of the movies in my horror poll for my next review. And that's Queen of the Damned, so I have not seen this one yet. I should be doing my review for the letter Q here soon, so I'm thinking this one's winning so far, but I'm not sure. I'll have to check it out, but Queen of the Damned. And if you guys still want to vote on my my horror poll, the video's still on my channel, so if you guys want to look it up and put in your vote, the options are Queen of the Damned, Quicksilver Highway, and Q the Winged Serpent. So if you guys want to vote for which one you want to see me review next, you can put it in the description of the comments of this video if you want to, but then I also have a video dedicated to the horror poll thing. So, next up is, like I was saying, Quicksilver Highway. I've been looking for movies that started with the letter Q, and so I got 3 of them, so I threw them all into the horror poll. So, I finally got some horror movies that start with the letter Q. Honestly, I thought this one was going to be kind of like a werewolf movie, but I watched a trailer to it. I'm dead wrong, but that's okay. I don't want to be right all the time, trust me. Last but not least for the DVDs, this is a movie I've been wanting for a really long time, but I finally nabbed it. It was just the time was right, and it wasn't the price or anything, it was just the time was right. So I went ahead and got Blue Underground's Shockwave. Heard a lot of great things about this movie. Really looking forward to checking it out. It's still sealed, as you can tell, so yeah. Alright, you guys. Whew. I should have brought a bottle of water. Hopefully I'm not talking too fast, you guys. So if you have any questions about any movies you see, let me know and I will happily answer them for you, especially if I've seen them. So on to Blu-rays, you guys, and this is probably one of the most stacks of Blu-rays I've ever gotten, so please bear with me. Here we go. Alright, guys, so first things first, Blue Underground. I'm seriously not kidding. I went nuts on them. I went ahead and got Amsterdamned. This was a really cool slasher movie where the slasher is dressed up like a scuba diver. I thought it was really cool. Really great movie. I really enjoyed it. It's funny because I just bought it and then they talked about on their Facebook. They're just like, hey, if you guys have this number on your DVD or on your Blu-ray, you need to email us and we'll send you a replacement copy. And I just watched it and it was fine, but I got my replacement copy anyway. You never know. Next up is one I had to have. It was one of my first buys of this month, and rightfully so. And that's Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 2. Very silly show, but I'm to the point where it's like I'd rather see this than nothing at all. So I'm gonna keep supporting it and keep watching it. I'm gonna make sure I buy everything I can of it. There is a thing you can sign going through Facebook. I'm a survey or whatever, a petition, because I guess they're trying to cancel and not let seasons 4 and 5 happen because I guess there's not a lot of support, you guys. We need to support our horror, you guys, whether we like it or not. because if we don't, it's just going to disappear and we're not going to see anything else. So I'm supporting it. I mean, I'm not crazy about the show, but I do like I do like a lot of things about it. So like I said, I mean, I'd rather have this show than nothing at all. And I think that's our options, and it sucks, but it is what it is. Alright, you guys, so not to surprise you, but it's another Blue Underground, and this is the movie called Deathline, also called Raw Meat, I believe. It has a younger Donald Pleasance in it, which was really great. This was a cool movie. I really did enjoy this one. Another one I knew nothing about, but I had to check out, and really glad I did. So, Deathline, definitely check it out. Next is a movie I've been needing to get for a long time. Back when I had my video store here, Hastings, I've been meaning to buy it, and I just never did, and finally I got the chance to, and I nabbed it. And that's Dolls, another killer doll movie, but this one was wonderful. I really did enjoy this one. I've heard lots of great things, lots of people wearing t-shirts about this. Super stoked to finally add this to my collection. And definitely not what I expected as well. This story is definitely not anything of what I expected. You hear killer doll, you're like, oh, killer dolls, you know exactly what it's going to be like. Negatory. Alright, you guys. Finally, they released this. I was nervous that they were never going to release this because they released that box set that I wasn't able to get a hold of, and now it's god-awfully expensive, and I'll never be able to get that. So I got Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Friday the 13th Part 4, the final chapter, on standalone Blu-ray, you guys. I think they're going to release the rest of them. I'm hoping so because that box set they released, I missed it, and now it's like $300, which is just out-fucking-rageous. If they re-release it and give me a chance at it again, I'm not missing it. I will go broke for that shit. So, if they do this, I'm cool with it. Yeah, I'm probably never going to get that box set. And that sucks, because Friday the 13th is my shit. If you guys watch my channel, you already know. Yeah, I kind of have Mrs. Voorhees' head in my house now, so... so, moving on. I've been getting into Clive Barker a lot lately, so I've been watching a lot of his movies. So I had to go ahead and get another one, which came with a slipcover, which blows my mind, because this came out quite a while ago. And that's Lord of Illusions, sorry, not Lords. Lord of Illusions, wasn't quite crazy about this movie the very first time I watched it. Not gonna cut it out at this point. I'm gonna watch it again and hopefully like it a little better. You know, sometimes I'm just not in the mood to watch a movie, and maybe this was one of those times. Definitely gonna give it another chance just because Clive Barker's a badass, and yeah, what more do I need to say? Sorry. It's got the old cover underneath it, and it was... I'm used to seeing a barcode right here, but I wasn't, so... Sorry. Moving on down the line. Another movie I just recently... actually, this is probably one of the first ones I got from this whole box set. I heard people talking about this during the lunar eclipse or whatever, and so I went ahead and checked it out, and I'm glad I did, because it makes a lot of sense, and that's Night of the Comet, and yeah, I really like this movie. You know, it's kind of not really a horror or scary movie, but it was a damn cool movie. I really did enjoy this one. And so I finally went down the road of Classic Town. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but definitely... I knew about this slasher for a very long time. It's very old. It came out in like 1960, the same year as the original Psycho. And yeah, I had to get some weird Japanese / American / cult / bad panda shop edition of Peepin' Tom. I've watched this movie once. I thought it was very, a very simple, very well done slasher. Very, nothing crazy going on, but I mean, it's still a slasher. This is just a classic of a classic that people have been telling me about for a long time, and I'm finally glad I got to add this to my collection. Peeping Tom, if you guys are slasher hounds out there. If you guys like Psycho, you'll probably like this movie. It's kind of about a guy, he films people as he's killing them, so, stuff like that. I did mention this movie earlier, and this is when I get to finally show it. Q the Winged Serpent. I've read the description of this movie, and I'm so excited to watch it. I can't wait. We are coming to the end here, guys, so hope you guys are sticking with me. One of these random slasher movies I've recently found, it is Code Red, so I got it just because Code Red gets crazy expensive afterwards. And that's Twisted Nightmare. Another slasher movie I watched. This was another one of the first ones I bought. I don't even remember what it's about anymore. So definitely one I'm going to rewatch. I remember liking it because it was just, a very simple, low-budget slasher movie. So those are always enjoyable. And this is probably one of my favorite movies I never heard about. It's a Blue Underground movie, and I loved this movie to death. Like, it's called Venom, and this is about a movie, or this movie is about basically a black mamba getting put in the hands of a kid, basically, and it gets loose in his house. And, like, these people are trying to survive while the snakes is trying to slither around and kill him. And, like, seriously, this is, like, one of the most terrifying movies ever, because I do not like snakes, and they did such a good job with it, of the snake, like, slithering around the house, getting into the vents, getting in, like, the alcohol cabinet and stuff like that. And they said they used, like, a real black mamba in this, and I don't know if you guys know a black mamba. It's the most venomous snake in the world, I think. I don't know if anything has trumped it yet, but I don't know. But I'm terrified of snakes, so this was a terrifying fucking movie, but awesome. You guys should definitely check it out. Alright, you guys. I'm glad I was able to finish this before I lost my voice. But last but not least, this was a birthday present to me, because my birthday is in October. And it's the complete Season 7 of AMC's The Walking Dead. Yeah, I'm not really crazy into the show anymore, but I'm so invested into the characters. I want to see what's going on. This show is not doing well. Really hoping they wrap it up before they get canceled. Just end it, do something crazy, just kill them all, whatever you gotta do. But I'm going to follow it till the end just because I'm invested. I want to know what happened to these people. Good or bad, Negan's always good, so there's that. Alright, you guys, so that is going to wrap it up. That was the last one I got. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys will sit through it for me. It's a little bit long, but definitely, if you guys have any questions on these videos, let me know, and I'll happily answer every question that you guys put up. That's going to do it for me. Horror Junkies 509, Kyle the 13th, signing out. Just until next time, you guys, and I hope you're having a killer day out there, and you guys already know it. I've been sentenced to life. As you can tell, I got some watching to do. I'm a horror lifer. You guys have a good one. And I hope you guys had a killer Halloween. I did. Maybe I'll post my my costume as Norman Bates at the end of this. Maybe. We'll see. Have a good one. Yo, what's going on, fellow junkies, fellow horror fans, subscribers, the new and the old? I hope you guys really enjoyed what you saw here. If you guys want to leave me a like and a comment, let me know that you enjoyed it. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification button so you guys can come back and see me again. Horror Junkies 509, Kyle the 13th. That's right, I'm a horror lifer.